Okay. I'm gonna try this again. Okay? Why is the internet so perverted? I'm genuinely wondering to myself. I know there's like not really anyone here right now, but I'm genuinely curious. I'm just thinking out loud. Why is the internet so gross? I don't understand. You go to Happy Kiss a Ginger Day on Twitter, and it's people posting their naked bodies. Well, you couldn't. Fortunately, we didn't see anything totally nude, but it was close. You know, the penis was cut off of the image on the screen. So fortunately, we were not subjected to that. Not to body shame anyone, but I'm just genuinely wondering. Why is the internet so fucking weird? You know what I mean? Harold Waterhat, Kiss a Ginger Day for all the clowns who don't get to. No, they will. No, Aubrey will not be. Okay, You know what? I'm gonna ignore you, Harold. I'm not gonna respond to Harold anymore. I'm just gonna completely block him out of my vision, and I'm just gonna act like he's not even there. And I'm not gonna let him bother me in any way, shape, or form. So he can go fuck himself. Yeah, it is National Kiss a Ginger Day, if you don't know, and we will be discussing that. Okay, why is everyone saying hello to Harold in the chat? Why? Okay, you need to say hello to me, okay? I am the person streaming, not Harold Balder. If you want to say hello to Harold Balder, why don't you go to his fucked up channel? Okay? No one gives a shit. When did they castrate? Alright, I'm not talking anymore. I'm done. I'm not even gonna talk.
In the mood for a spicy kiss? It's time to celebrate Kiss a Ginger Day. Their fiery hair makes redheads some of the most stunning people in the world. Less than 2% of the entire world's population has red hair, if you don't count all the people who get their flaming red locks from a box. This rarity caused a variety of myths to develop about redheads as far back as the Middle Ages, including the belief that redheads were bad luck and that they were witches. You must be pretty jealous of red hair to start rumors like that. Now, the unofficial holiday, started in 2009 by Derek Forgy, celebrates these genetic rarities. Those blessed with red hair can thank a mutation of MC1R, a gene that produces a type of melanin. They can also thank this mutation for their charming freckles. So find your favorite redhead, let them know how much they mean to you, and with their go-ahead, why not give them a ginger kiss? Pucker up, Red.
Pucker up, Red! Pucker up, Red! That's clearly fucking racist. I don't understand. What if you said pucker up, Black? Or pucker up, White? Or pucker up, Yellow? Like, that's fucking racist! It's problematic! I don't approve of pucker up, Red! Imagine a white person saying pucker up, Red! That's fucking gross! Ew! Ew! Disgusting!
Don't you think it's quite interesting that as a country we need to have a National Kiss a Ginger Day to stop the hate on people with red hair? I mean, I don't see a National Kiss a Blonde Day, although I'm sure a lot of people would love that. I don't see National Kiss a Brunette Day, but because redheads are publicly hated,
discriminated against as a minority. That is correct. My ginger sister. Okay? That is correct. We are hated on. You know what? Okay, I want to get some gingers. Do we have any redheads? Do we have any ginger people that can take phone calls? Do we have any people that want to call in? Join the Discord server, possibly? Join the Discord server? I am so tired of this shit! Hold on one second. The classroom. Start the stage. Ginger, Kiss a Ginger Day. Gingers only. There we go. Start the stage. Join the chat at everyone who is redheaded. Join the classroom stage. Voice chat only if you are redheaded. Thank you. Looking to chat with redheads on this Kiss a Ginger Day. Okay. I am tired of my people, okay, being discriminated against. It's going to change. It is going to fucking change. I'm telling you now, it's going to change. In fact, I've decided just now I'm doing a documentary. I decided just now in this very moment on this Kiss a Ginger Day, what an appropriate day to do it, I decided that when I go to the Ginger Festival this upcoming August, I will be filming a documentary, a true 30-minute, maybe hour-long documentary. I want to talk about the history of redheads. I want to talk about why we are a minority. We are one of the last socially acceptable groups to make fun of. That it's socially acceptable to use the term ginger or ranga or bluey in Australia. Like, I'm so tired of this. We deserve respect! And we're going to get it. And I'm going to make sure of it. I am going to make sure of it. I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm gonna direct my very first ever movie. That's what I've been looking for. I've been looking to create again and do something different. I've been creatively, like, not backed up. I haven't had any kind of, like, roadblock or, block. I've just, like, I haven't been creatively constipated. I've just been, I haven't created like I want to. I'm going to create a documentary celebrating gingers, but also highlighting the discrimination that we have faced for a millennia. Before the Middle Ages, we were discriminated against. You can, a simple, quick 5-second Google search will show you all kinds of things about us. We are one of the most beautiful races in the world. We deserve respect. We deserve admiration. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing. I wanna play this real quick. I wanna watch this.
Don't you think it's quite interesting that?
And isn't she wonderful? A beautiful specimen of ginger, of the ginger race.
As a country, we need to have
I love her accent.
National Kiss a Ginger Day to stop the hate on people with red hair. I mean, I don't see a National Kiss a Blonde Day, although I'm sure a lot of people would love that. I don't see National Kiss a Brunette Day, but because redheads are publicly hated, we need to have one day a year
where we show them
some love. No wonder we don't have souls.
I'm sorry, what? Wait, what did she... Wait, what did she say at the end?
Don't you think it's quite interesting that as a country,
can we not
need to have a National Kiss a Ginger Day to stop the hate on people with red hair? I mean, I don't see a National Kiss a Blonde Day, although I'm sure a lot of people would love that. I don't see National Kiss a Brunette Day, but because redheads are publicly hated, we need to have one day a year where we show them some love. No wonder we don't have souls.
I'm done. I can't. This is what I'm talking about. This is the self-indoctrination. This is what the whites have done to the ginger people. They have tried to castrate our culture. There has been a castration of culture. Ginger erasure as a group, as a people, have been erased. Largely due to I'm not gonna call it gingicide, but I'm just saying I'm fucking... That is factually incorrect. That is an incorrect statement that she just made. Unfortunately, this is what's happened, folks. Self-hating ginger people. Trayshawn in the live chat. Trayshawn says self-hating racists. I mean, it is what it is, folks. It is what it is. Unfortunately, my beautiful ginger sister here has been led astray. I would love to chat with her and get her back on the right track. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, we have Aubrey. Aubrey is already, she is already enlightened. She's already enlightened. Okay, what do we have here? There's hardly anybody in this chat. Let's see. Is Photo Joe a ginger? Let's see what's going on with him. Hello, Photo Joe. How's it going? Hello? I'm good. How are you? Are you a ginger? Okay, if you're not... Okay, alright. Go ahead and get rid of him. Alright, let me explain something. If you're not a ginger person, you shouldn't be using that term. Can I just say that now? If you're not a redheaded person, you don't use that term. It is that simple, folks. It's that simple. It really is. This should not be some kind of massive fucking over... It is not that hard to comprehend this concept. Morons! It is not your word. This voice chat's a fucking bust, by the way. There's no redheads here. I'm done with this shit. Fuck this one. Disconnect and end. Anyway. What was I saying? Yeah, see, I've gotten myself all distracted and riled up. Aubrey! Aubrey! Send me the Hold on, let me call Aubrey real quick. Gotta call my beautiful redheaded wife, who happens to be a ginger. Okay. Hi, Abba. Can you send me the article? Can you send me the article talking about a ginger revolution that mentions me in like the first fucking paragraph? Okay, you found it, didn't you? See, my wife Aubrey, this beautiful woman, this beautiful ginger specimen, she actually has a thing that notifies her if I get brought up in articles and stuff. So, and it Google alerts for Coppercap. I don't know how you even do that, but I don't want that because, you know, I must be mentioned every day in 1,000 articles. So, one a month. Okay, that's lovely. Goodbye, Aubrey. Wait, Aubrey, happy Kiss a Ginger Day. It is today, January 12th. It is, in 2 days. It is exciting. Oh, they can't even hear you. Whatever. Alright, I love you, bye-bye. Anyway, I don't know why my fucking Discord, my thing, anyway. So, this article was just published on Vice. I love Vice. Well, I don't love Vice, but it's okay. What is this now? Is she ginger? Okay, anyway, let's, scroll down here. But hey, at least I'm not ginger. What the fuck does that even mean? Okay, welcome to the Redhead Renaissance. This is an article that was posted January 10th, 2023. This just got published, 2 days ago at 2:45 a.m. Okay, 2:45 a.m., 2 days ago. This is called on Vice Media. Welcome to the Redhead Renaissance! The Redhead Renaissance! And I love the name of that. I love the title. Excuse me. Okay, this is my day. Do not interrupt me. This is my day. Okay? This is my day. Don't interrupt my stream. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, welcome to the Redhead Renaissance. I went from teasing gingers at 12, oh, that's lovely, to becoming one of them in my late 20s, and I'm not the only one. I'm about to have an actual aneurysm. I'm not kidding. I'm about to have an actual... Okay, I'm not literally gonna have an aneurysm, but can I just say, what the fuck am I reading? I went from teasing gingers at 12 to becoming one of them in my late 20s, and I'm not the only one. Are you fucking kidding is this the author of this article? Does she have any idea? Does this person have any idea how hypocritical, how racist, how problematic this article is? I'm about to get very angry, and I'm about to get in contact with Vice Media, and I'm about to make a video directed to Vice. I'm not happy right now. Let's continue reading. Maybe I will be wrong. Maybe this will actually be a wonderful article that highlights ginger people and how amazing we are. But right now, I just want to say, if people, okay, get upset about others wearing, braids or dreadlocks, and rightfully so, I do not approve of cultural appropriation. In my opinion, having, dyeing one's hair ginger, calling yourself a ginger, that is literal cultural appropriation in the highest order. That is a literal example of cultural appropriation. My culture is not your costume. I am not a costume for you to wear. Dyeing your hair red and putting freckles on your skin. Are you fucking kidding me? The hypocrisy is palpable. I'm fucking irritated right now. If this is the author, okay, but with a thing here that says, at least I'm not ginger, that's, and she says, or she, he, or they, I don't know their gender, I went from teasing, making fun of redheads, admitting themselves that they were racist towards gingers, to becoming what, you can't become one of them. You cannot become a ginger. A white person cannot become black. You understand what I'm saying? There is, you don't just become a ginger. White people that do blackface are incredibly racist and problematic and should be called out. And I can't stand that kind of behavior. I cannot stand cultural appropriation. I cannot stand racism. I am anti-racist. This is an example of cultural appropriation towards my people. Ginger people. Gingers are not white. And I'm tired of this shit. I am a person of color. I'm a minority, and I do not approve of this. If that, let me keep myself in check here. Let me calm myself down. Maybe I've said some things the wrong way. Let me just chill out, because I'm getting myself worked up, and I haven't even read the article. I'm just so enraged, and I'm saying I'm enraged. I would normally say that I'm not angry, I'm passionate. No, I'm angry. Or I was angry, and now I'm cool. I'm cooling down. Okay, let's continue reading. I went from making, oh my gosh, that first sentence right away, that does not, now the first part, welcome to the redhead renaissance, sounds amazing. I love that. But then it follows up with a subtitle, or whatever you call this. I went from teasing gingers at 12 to becoming one of them in my late 20s, and I'm not the only one, by Kimi Alamoru. Listen, you can't become a ginger. Gingers are gingers. We are born this way. We are a race. The white people have tried to make ginger people think that they're not white, or think that they're ginger, that they're white. First the white people, okay, tried to convince, and successfully, might I add, give credit where it's due. The white people have done a great job at erasing ginger culture and the idea of gingers being its own race. They've done a exceptional job. I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Fuck you. This is so ridiculous to me. You cannot become a ginger. Okay, I'm so tired, and also the whites that have the red beard, and they go, I'm ginger, because I've got a little bit of a few red hairs in my beard, even though they're fucking clearly they're blonde or brunette. Like, ridiculous. Anyway, let's continue. Let's read the article. You know what, no. You know what, disregard all these words, or disregard all the comments I've made so far. I apologize if I've offended any. Well, I don't apologize, because I haven't said anything offensive. I've said, I'm honest, I'm pretty right in my stance. But listen, Let me cool myself off. Let me just start over here, okay? Let me cool myself off. Let me reserve judgment. Let me set a good example for other people. Let me reserve judgment because maybe this person is just a big fan of ginger people and maybe they want to celebrate ginger people. And maybe I don't know who this person is. Maybe they are a ginger. Maybe they literally grew red hair. Maybe they actually ended up blooming into a redhead. So before I jump to any conclusions like I just did, and I shouldn't have done that, and I got angry and I shouldn't have. I need to just chill out. Let me reserve judgment. Let me start this over here, okay? Pardon me. And let me keep a cool head and just let's read this article and be clear-headed and just chill. Because I could be a big fan of Kimmy's. I don't know. I've never met Kimmy. She could be a wonderful person. So let me just chill out here, okay? I got real heated there for a moment because I just that sentence, because y'all have no idea what I went through in high school and middle school and elementary school, okay? I got teased for being ginger. I got picked on throughout my entire school career, offline, online, obviously. You know who you're talking to right now, right? It's me, the ginger, okay, of the internet. I got picked on by literally millions, including South fucking Park, including Tosh.0, including a million other shows referenced on Facebook. I have been mocked to ridiculous levels for being a ginger, as a kid, as an adult, and elsewhere. So I'm just that when I read the sentence, you have to understand from my perspective. When I read the sentence, I went from teasing gingers at 12, basically being a bully towards ginger people, to becoming one of them. That the phrasing, the terminology, the word choice, that is very offensive. That is incredibly offensive to me as a ginger. That is incredibly offensive to me as a person of red hair, a person of color. Anyway, that is just, it's very offensive. But you know what? I mean, and to think that this is coming from an official Vice article, a Vice writer, 2 days ago. Oh, look right here. Collage. Sandboxer images Kimmy. So this is the author. Kimmy Alamoru. Right here. So this person thinks that they have become a ginger. This person thinks that they've actually become a ginger. Okay, well, you know what? Let's reserve judgment. Let's chill. And let's just read. Let's read the article. I'm gonna tell you, I'm offended right now. I'm offended right now. I'll tell you right now, I'm very offended. I'm very offended. I'm just saying that right now. I'm offended. I'm very offended. I'm not happy with this article so far, even though we haven't even read the article. I see the first words are fire crotch. That's lovely to read. January 10th, 2023 at 2:45 in the fucking morning. Let's read what Kimmy writes. Miss, or I don't know their gender, so I want to respect pronouns. I'm not going to say Mrs., but Alamoru. Kimmy Alamoru wrote this article for Vice 2 days ago. Fire crotch. Fanta pants. Ginger minger. These are so offensive. I grew up during some dark times for the ginger community. This is so offensive. Where comedies like South Park took cheap shots, and it was a regular punchline. And I'm reading an article.
My favorite day.
Right now.
Kick a ginger cunt. Kick a ginger cunt.
Not now.
Kick a ginger cunt.
I'm about
Kick
to.
a ginger cunt. Kick a ginger cunt. Kick a ginger cunt. Kick a ginger cunt. Kick a ginger cunt.
I'm so angry
Kick
right
a
now.
ginger cunt.
You're not helping
Kick
me.
a
You know that,
ginger
right?
cunt.
You're not helping me, Garage Lad. Y'all should be my friends right now. You should have my back. You should understand the frustration. Well, you couldn't understand the frustration because you don't know what it's like to be a ginger. Shut up, Garage Lad. It is not the right time. It's never the right time to say that to me. Or any ginger. Fire crotch, Fanta pants, ginger minger. This is on an official Vice article released 2 days ago. I grew up during some dark times for the ginger community. This is a clickable link. What are we looking at here? What is this? Anthony Polkroy is trying to create a ginger utopia. Wait, what? That's what I'm doing. Well, that's not what I'm doing, but... See, now this is a ginger right here, I think. Monica Hazy? Who is this? Maybe a bit ginger? I don't know. Maybe she's dyed her hair. I don't know. Or they have. I don't know their gender. Being ginger... Oh, look right here. Being ginger, I've had to fight my way out of baying throngs on murderous prosecutors more times than I'd like to remember. So when I found out that the artist Anthroy first solo was called I Collect Gingers, I knew I'd finally found being ginger. I've had to fight. Okay, so this is interesting. I don't know why the thing is called I Collect Gingers, but anyway. So anyway, right, let's go back to this article here written by Kimmy. I went from Firecrotch, Fanta Pants, Ginger Minger. I grew up during some dark times for the ginger community, where comedies like South Park took cheap shots, and it was a regular punchline in schools and beyond. Oh, it certainly was. I was in year 8 in 2006 when the Catherine Tate Show aired an episode named Gingers for Justice, where protesters dressed as carrots and Duracell batteries to fight for the right to leave the house hatless. Then in 2010, I quoted most of the lines from Michael Cottrell's passionately orated PSA, the viral YouTube video, Gingers Do Have Souls. There was even a mid-noughties Facebook event for, what is this? Is this linked to my video? It better link to my video.
Yeah.
That's really better fucking link to that. There was even a mid-noughties Facebook event for a Punch a Ginger Day. Oh, well, that's not racist at all. Sarcasm. On January 12th. Years later, still, the community had to campaign for Apple to rectify its ginger erasure. I actually am starting to like this article so far. Kimmy, I may have gotten a little bit more angrier than I should have off the jump. So, but I'm going to still reserve judgment. We have not read the whole article yet. That first part, though, I mean, when you lead an article, Kimmy, if you ever see this, Kimmy, and I might actually reach out to Kimmy on Twitter today. I went from teasing gingers at 12 to becoming one of them in my late 20s. That just that doesn't really seem politically correct. That doesn't seem very good. Like the way you wrote that. I'm not a fan of the way that was written. You can't become a ginger. Anyway, you have to be born one. Anyway, the viral video, blah, blah, blah. Of course, my classic, iconic video. I mean, everyone knows the ginger video. It's, the Gingers Have Souls video. It's a piece of internet history. Excuse me, I'm reading Copper
The
Ginger.
clowns are lining up for a piece of Aubrey's cherry chopstick.
Shut up!
For a nominal fee, I'll fist her in the gash and spread her wider than a prize-winning aubergine.
Excuse me?
When I'm finished, there will be no gristle left on those spicy seasoned meat flaps.
Anyway, there was even a mid-noughties Facebook event for Punch a Ginger Day, which was then followed by an annual countercultural Kiss a Ginger Day on January 12th, which is today, of course. Years later, still, the community had a campaign for Apple to rectify its ginger erasure and its emoji, which I'm pretty sure I helped to spearhead that movement. Believe it or not, I actually helped to spearhead that movement and bring a lot of attention to it with my video about gingers needing emojis. Like I did a whole thing. I was actually a big part of that campaign. Ginger emojis. If you just type in ginger emojis, you'll find article after article of me talking about this. Like here, like you'll see it on The Sun, New York Post. Here's The Sun. This is one of the big articles that helped blow it up. Red alert, ginger emojis are finally on the way to, getting the following furious redheads long campaign for equality. Okay, boom, right here, you're going to see, let's see here, right here. Here we go. Right here, you zoom in right there. This movement has been welcomed by the redhead equality campaigner and world-famous YouTuber Copper Cab. I strongly feel it is important that minority groups such as gingers are represented via emojis because emojis are quite literally the fastest-growing language in human history, and it's being used globally, Copper Cab said, exclusively to The Sun Online. No matter where you're from or where you're going, you're guaranteed to come across emojis and everyone understands them. Everybody deserves an emoji, and I'm beyond happy that the tech companies have finally made the right decision by providing us with ginger emojis. This will do great things for young redheads, young redheaded kids who may be getting bullied for the color of their hair, because it will make it more normal for people to come across redheads now, like on their phones. Anti-redhead sentiment is absolutely a form of racism. CopperCab added, our skin pigmentation is completely different. We obviously have a different hair color, and we have setbacks because of our genetics, such as being sunburned more easily, blah, 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 blah. And so I talked about it there. Here's the New York Post, very famous website, of course. You scroll down, right here, you're going to see, I talk about it again. Where are we? See, there it is right here, CopperCab. There's my name being brought up again. CopperCab said to the Sun, I strongly feel it's important that... I helped get ginger emojis on your phone, whether you realize that or not. I mean, when you go on your iPhone right now or your Android and you look at ginger emojis, you can thank CopperCab in part for that, by the way. So, you're welcome. Anyway, you people need to recognize, the work that some of it, we it is what it is. Here's Unilad, the Unilad article. They were all doing it. Here's Unilad right here. Ginger emojis are finally available today. This is like a year later or so. You scroll down, and where is it? You'll get the CopperCab stuff is there right there. Speaking to the Sun last year, YouTuber CopperCab spoke about the importance of adding ginger emojis in the collection. I was very influential in these days about getting ginger emojis specifically added to phones and Androids and iOS. But anyway, but they didn't mention that in the article, but that's okay. It's more of a if you know kind of thing. Then in 2010, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so, right. So 12 years later, still the community had a campaign, including CopperCab, had a campaign for Apple to rectify its ginger erasure in its emoji section. All in all, things have been pretty dire. Anyway, I clearly absorbed this like a bigoted sponge. So she is, or they, I don't want to say she, they. Interesting. Okay, you know what, Kimmy? Can I just say I may have misjudged because that first sentence was like, "Whoa!" That caught me off guard. But I guess that's a really good way to start it in a way because I'm like, I have to finish reading this now. But I'm not a fan of saying that you. I'm not a fan of you saying that you became a ginger. Like you can't become a ginger. Anyway, moving on. I clearly absorbed this like a bigoted sponge. When I recently looked back at my teen diaries, I noticed a list of qualities I deemed desirable so that boys would fancy me. In quotes, I still wish I could be like every guy dreamed of, because if dreams came true, I'd get everything I ever wanted. I wrote in a frenzied scribble. In quotes, but hey, at least I'm not ginger. Anyway, let's continue. What this passage shows me. So they said, but hey, at least I'm not ginger. What this passage shows me is, first of all, I was a little weirdo who maybe needed to see a child psychologist. In quotes, you can't cancel me. I was 12. And secondly, gingers have come such a long way. Have we? I have tried to help push the ginger movement. Even when I was on television, on Hollywood Hillbillies, I would use that platform. The Hollywood, the producers and all that, I wasn't allowed to talk about ginger rights every episode. That's not, it's a reality TV show. You have to have a show. But, it wasn't like I was getting interviewed on ginger rights every fucking day for a show. That's not going to be a TV show. But, I would work it in where I could. If you ever watch the show, you'll know what I'm talking about. Anyway, by the time I found this entry, I actually was ginger. This fucking part.
Bitch, I'm a cock.
Excuse me.
Bitch, I'm a cock. I don't want suck. I don't want suck. Bitch, I'm a cock.
Monica, is that Monica Heisey? Donated $2. Thank you, Copper, for reading my article. I took I took a rent boy home last night that looked like you. He thunderfucked my starfish. I'm not reading this. This is obviously a fucking troll. Piss off. Anyway, by the time I found this entry, I actually was Ginger. I'm gonna try to not lose my cool right now, okay? I'm gonna try to not lose my cool. By the time I found this entry, I actually was Ginger. The change was ushered in by my global pandemic urge to transition into a walking Stabilo highlighter pen. Because there's nothing like a pop of color to take the edge off your own apocalypse-induced nihilism. And I'm not alone in finding joy, glamour, and power by experimenting with a much maligned tone. 2022 was the year of redheaded reverence. I'm actually lost for words. I'm actually lost for words. This is like... What's her Twitter? What's her fucking Twitter account? Kimmy Element. She's active right now. She's active right now. Drop a woman one in the live chat if I should tweet her. She's active. 3 minutes ago, she tweeted. I think I need to tweet her right now. This is, and I want to say this right now. This is incredibly offensive. This is incredibly offensive. This is incredibly offensive. I don't. I'm very upset right now. I'm tweeting her. You know what? Before I tweet her...
Copper, I think Kick a Ginger Day is wrong.
Evil
Perhaps
Dan,
we
shut
can
the
replace
fuck up.
it with another day that brings us all together. Like maybe throw rice at an Asian day.
That's racist. You're a fucking racist piece of shit. Are you proud of yourself? Do you think you're being funny? Are you happy about that? Shut up. I'm gonna finish reading this article before I reach out to her on Twitter, and I will do that on Twitter. I will stream me tweeting her.
Yes.
This article, and I want to say right now...
Happy National Kiss a Ginger Day, Copper. I hope you have a great day celebrating your genetic defect.
It's not a genetic defect, idiot. Shut up. Damn. Okay, you know what? No more bot use for the rest of the stream. All right, now you've lost that privilege. Now what are you going to do? Congrats, moron. You've ruined it for yourself. All right. Well, anyway, I'm going to finish reading this article before I tweet her, because maybe they will redeem themselves. I don't know. 2022 was the year of redheaded reverence. There was the first redhead to win Miss England. What is this? Woman bullied as a child gets owned back as she's crowned first Ginger Miss England. Jessica Gajan, who was bullied for her looks, has made history as first Ginger Miss England. Like, no one... Do you understand what I'm saying? Can I just say this right now? To all the white people trying to say, Gingers are white. What do you mean? Ginger people are separate from white people. We are seen separately. We are not looked at the same. We are always called ginger as a ginger. Like, it might as well be, like, socially, even though people aren't recognizing it like they should, it's another race. This sentence right here highlights on the Daily Mirror in the UK when she was crowned. What the fuck is this? I'm trying to read a thing. Jessica Gajan, who was bullied for her looks, has made history as the first ginger Miss England. Like, you could say the first any other race, the first Asian, has made history as the first Asian Miss England, has made history as the first black Miss England, has made history as the first, Italian Miss England. You understand what I'm saying? It is seen, even though people aren't saying it outright, it is seen as a different race. Oh, the first ginger Miss England. They didn't say another Miss England. If she was white, they wouldn't have made this article link. They wouldn't have made this title here. But she was bullied for her looks, for the way she was born as a ginger, has made history as the first ginger Miss England, framing that as a person that is different than others. Gingers are not white. We are not seen as white. We are not looked at as white people. We are seen differently. When you see a group of ginger people walking down the street, you notice. When you see a group of white people, friends, walking down the street, you don't really notice. Just a bunch of people, right? But if it's a group of ginger people and they all happen to have red hair, you're like, that's a little odd. They must be related. Oh, they must be related. They must be related, all gingers. Aubrey and I are brother and sister. Oh, because we're both ginger? You fucking morons. Ginger people are a different race. Y'all are too stupid and dug into your ignorance to accept that you are wrong. If you disagree with me, you're wrong. Moving on. Let's read a little bit of that. It says here, Jessica Gajan has got her own back on bullies who cruelly teased her when she was younger for her red hair, as she makes history by being crowned the first ginger Miss England. The aerospace engineer student was crowned in the first place of the prestigious pageant on Monday night, beating 30 other beauty queens in the final round. The 26-year-old's victory comes after she was punched, spat at, and even burned in her younger years because of her ginger hair, enduring torment from cruel classmates for years, plural years. And you don't think gingers are seen as different? You're fucking ignorant. You're lying to yourself. You're choosing to be ignorant and choosing to be dumb. Ginger people are seen as different than white people. Ginger people are different than white people. Ginger people are their own race. And here we go, October 2022, right here, 10 days before my birthday, 20th of October, articles right here, talking about the queen, the first ginger, in big, bold letters, crowned first ginger Miss England, as she talks about growing up being spat on and literally burned. Y'all are fucking morons. And you're clearly racist towards ginger people. You don't fool me. You're ignorant. Your ignorance knows no bounds. Let's go back to the fucking article from Vice. There was the first redhead to win. Why don't you just say redhead instead of saying ginger so much? You're not ginger. You don't say ginger. You're not ginger. You shouldn't say that word. Who triumphed despite being bullied for her looks during her school years, Euphoria's Sydney Sweeney debuted a new strawberry blonde look. And then Kendall Jenner kept her auburn hair from Prada's AW 2020 show in Milan. A giant step for gingers. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Kendall fucking Jenner made a giant step for gingers everywhere. I'm fucking done with Vice. I'm done. I'm fucking done. Kendall fucking Jenner made a giant step for gingers everywhere? Are you out of your fucking skull? Are you fucking kidding me? A Kardashian made strides for my people? Ho ho ho! Vice, you've really done it. I'm about to lose my shit. Kendall Jenner? I'm done, Aubrey. I'm done. I'm fucking done. fucking done. I just spilled Coke everywhere. I'm fucking done. I'm tweeting Kimmy. I'm gonna respond to this article. I'm making a video, not a stream. I'm posting a video about this article. I'm gonna make a classic video. I'm done. I'm done. Kendall fucking Jenner? Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? For ginger people has made strides? Oh my days. Oh my days. Kimmy, what are you talking about? Kimmy, you can't become a ginger. You cannot become a ginger person. Kendall Jenner is not a ginger. She is a olive complexion, dark black brown hair. Isn't she like from Armenia? I don't know exactly where they're from. The Kardashians are not ginger. Do you understand? If y'all mock me, I'm gonna end the stream. I am in the right, you are in the wrong. If you mock me, I will end the stream right now. I'm not kidding. I will end the stream right now. This is true anger, true frustrations. And by the way, rightful anger, rightful frustration. I am rightfully offended. This is hypocrisy. I'm upset, and I want to talk to somebody. I'm upset, and I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off right now at Kimmy. Kimmy. No. I have to say this article on gingers is hurtful, offensive, and downright problematic. I'm gonna take time on this tweet. I'm gonna take my time. I'm not gonna tweet her right now. I'm not gonna tweet her right now. I'm gonna take my time with this tweet. I'm gonna screenshot her article, and I'm gonna highlight the moments that I find the most offensive, and the reason why I'm upset with this article. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to craft this tweet. I'm going to make sure that I am very clear, and it is very easy for the simple-minded fools like you to understand and see why I'm upset. I'm going to make sure that I make this tweet very good. It'll be one tweet, not a long post. One simple tweet with like a few photos, screenshots. And I'm going to tweet Kimmy today, and I'm going to post it all in my Discord. I'm going to announce it at everyone. I'll let everyone know. I want everyone to go and like it and retweet it. And I'm going to let Kimmy know that you cannot become a ginger. That's offensive. That is racist. Just like it is wrong, it's wrong for people to culturally appropriate braids and things like that. It is wrong. Gingers are not white. It is wrong. It is wrong for people to culturally appropriate gingers. What my people go through? Spat on? Burned? As kids? Growing up? Being made fun of? Mocked constantly? Do you have any idea what I've gone through as a kid? As an adult, even? And you're going to sit there and say, I went from picking on gingers to becoming one. Are you out of your fucking mind? Did you read that sentence? Did Vice read what you wrote before they just accepted it and put it on through? I'm upset. And I'm offended. And I'm rightfully so. I'm gonna finish reading this article on stream, and after that I'm gonna tweet her. I'm gonna make it a great tweet. Excuse me, I'm talking. I'm I'm so upset. Harold kisses all. I'm not gonna read this. Fuck off, Photo Joe. Oh, piss off!
Let us sing the global anthem of Rengas. Estvjklakwarti oi opsks mastfjklakwarti 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 oi opsks.
It's all ogre now. Shrek leaves through my window. Shrek is love. Shrek is life.
Can you please help Copper? What is the ginger race?
Bitch, I'm a cuck. Bitch, I'm a cuck. I don't wanna suck. I don't wanna suck. Bitch, I'm a cuck.
Can you please help Copper? What is the ginger race? Asks Roy. Never heard of it. Is it who can get the most freckles in the least amount of time?
You're so funny. Not really, though.
Silver Sedan, done it at 3. Hey, Copper, I understand your pain and suffering you went through being a ginger. I, too, contracted the ginger mutation at a young age. Hopefully, one day we will find a cure for this affliction. Shut the fuck up. There was the first redhead to win Miss England, who triumphed despite being bullied for her looks during her school years. No, bullied for her race during her school years. Euphoria's Sydney Sweeney debuted a new... Kendall Jenner kept her auburn hair. You know what? Let's look that up. Let's look up Kendall Jenner's auburn hair that she's saying, that Kimmy here is saying that has made a giant step for gingers everywhere. Kendall Jenner auburn hair. Where was it from? Prada's fashion show. Prada AW22. Let's see. Oh, is this what made a giant stride for ginger people everywhere? Kimmy, this is what. Kendall Jenner, red hair, 2022. The supermodel debuts a dramatic transformation on the Prada runway. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Kendall Jenner shows off new red hair and sleek all-black look. She's basically copying Aubrey. She's basically copying my wife. This is ridiculous. So this image here made strides. This was a giant step, in Kimmy's words. In Kimmy's words, Kendall Jenner kept her auburn hair from Prada's AW22 show in Milan. A giant step for gingers everywhere. Is this a fucking parody article? I'm genuinely asking. Is this a fucking parody? This was a giant step? This was a giant step for gingers everywhere? Are you fucking kidding me? Just imagine if the role was reversed. Just imagine if this white, or if a white woman did something else for fashion, and then a person wrote, it was a giant step for insert race here everywhere. Like imagine if she had, if Kendall or if a white model woman did brown face, and then someone wrote an article saying it was a giant step for Indian people everywhere. That is so fucking offensive! Do you understand the hypocrisy in this article? I do not understand how you don't understand this. It is racist, it is problematic, and it is offensive. How do you not understand that? I don't get it. I'm genuinely confused. I'm genuinely confused how this got through on Vice. I don't have a problem with Kimmy on a personal level. I don't know her or them. But this is so offensive. I don't understand how this is even a right.
It's been a year, Daddy.
This is offensive.
I really miss you. Mommy says you went to the store to get milk. Anyways, I'm failing all my classes.
I'm so
Mommy
done.
hits me
I'm
very
so
frequently. And she changed my name to Tickle Tipson. Anyways, Daddy, I forgive you for abusing me.
I can tell.
I've got your cultural appropriations right here, Gingerbread.
Shut
Harold
the fuck
wanted
up,
me to
Terry.
ask you if
Shut
you
up.
wanted some of those naked pictures of Aubrey back.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if
I'm not listening to
Snee5 if Snee5 if
I'm not listening to
Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if Snee5 if.
I'm a fanboy, you know that it's true. I'll be shaking my ass on cam in my room, making all this bread so I can pay all my bills. If you can make 5K, you do it too.
Do you know how hard it is for me to not become... Never mind. You know, I've been the Martin Luther King Jr. People have called me this for many years. Do you want to... Do you want to see... No, I'm not gonna... I'm very frustrated right now. I'm very frustrated because it's like... I need to keep a cool head. It's whatever. You know, it's whatever. I'm going to keep a cool head. Bilbo T. Baggins donated to and said, "We stand with Hollywood with their eradication of gingers." Posted 1 year ago. The death of gingers is what this title is. 1 minute long. What is this now? Red Sonja. Her name is Red Sonja. Trey Sean in the live chat, I actually like Trey Sean. Trey Sean says, "This is propaganda to turn gingers against us black folk." Well, it's not working on me. I love black people. Seriously. I love people in general, regardless of race. I simply want equality for ginger people. You know what I mean? It's not gonna work on me. I'll never not like black people. I'm just not racist. I can't be anyway, but I'm not. I can't be, you know. I've gone through too much growing up as a member of a minority group to let the ignorance of others infect me with their stupidity. If other people want to be if other people want to be stupid as fuck and fall prey to that kind of ignorance, then that's their choice, but it's not going to work with me. Trey Sean said, "I'm glad you do, Copy." Well, anyway, Trayshawn, I've got no problem with you. Brendan Frazier says, is this going to be one of the few streams where I agree with Copper? I don't know. I don't really care if anyone agrees with me. The fact of the matter is, excuse me.
I'm a fanboy, you know that it's true. I'll be shaking my ass on cam in my room, making all this bread so I can pay all my bills. If you can make 5K, you do it too.
So annoying. Shut up, Boobzuka. I don't want your racism on my channel. Robert Malloy in the live chat, super chatted $10. I appreciate that, Robert. They said, hey, Copper, sorry that you lost your Meemaw. I didn't lose Meemaw. She passed on to the next life. But if you're being sincere, I appreciate the condolences. But Meemaw will live on through the memories of the lives, through the memories, you know, of everyone who she impacted. Or not impacted, but, you know, the lives she touched. But anyway, you know, her legacy will continue, or will live on. That being said, it's still sad, but it is, you know, it is what it is. It's part of life. Scorpio CJ, super chat at $2, and they said, hey, Michael, I'm sorry for your loss. I appreciate the condolences, folks. Anyway, I need y'all to understand. I'm going to speak a little frank here, okay? When you know me, when you know, if you know who I am, and you know who I am, and you know what I've gone through, you need to understand that for somebody like me to not become more hardened, like, I don't want to say a radical ginger. I don't want to say radicalized. I don't like that term. You need to understand that I am incredibly intelligent. I do not hate anyone. I do not take out frustrations on others or look at one person as an enemy or a group of people. I am a person that loves people, regardless of the harm that some people can do to other people. I still love all people. And I don't see anyone as an enemy of ginger people. Not one person or a group. There are racists in the world that I'm not a fan of. Obviously, I don't like racism. I don't like racists. They're problematic. They need to be stopped. And stopped from spreading their ignorance and poisoning the minds of the next generation. And I just, the fact of the matter is, you know, I've never spoken ill of white people, even though they have tried to colonize the culture of ginger people and make gingers think that they're white. And they have done an exceptional job. You know, they have done an exceptional job of convincing ginger people that they're white. And that it's not a race. And that, oh, I can dye my hair red. Oh, I can say I'm a ginger, like Kimmy here for Vice article 2 days ago. 2 days ago. 2 days ago. Kimmy. This individual here. But hey, at least I'm not a ginger. They wrote in their diary at a younger age. I went from teasing gingers at 12. This was posted 2 days ago. I went from teasing gingers at 12 to becoming one of them in my late 20s. To becoming a ginger. You understand? And of course she mentions me. Of course she does. Listen. And you know I'm going to tweet her after this is over. After the stream is over. I'm going to directly tweet her. She's active on Twitter right now. And I can DM her. I can message her. I might actually message her and ask her if I could talk to her. I would maybe like to talk to her. Maybe talking Maybe if I reach out to her privately, it would be better than tweeting her publicly. But that being said, she posted this article and it's public. And it's very, very offensive to me as a ginger person. Anyway. It's true that where the Kardashians... it's true. Where the Kardashian Jenners go, many will follow, says beauty editor and brand consultant Donella Marosini. She also notes that most popular tone is a hard-to-achieve copper. That's generally only possible with a very expensive colorist, which may be a part of the appeal. Like, reading this is so offensive. The stats back this up. In 2022, Look Fantastic saw a 38% rise in searches for copper hair and 121% for copper hair masks for the girlies maintaining their tricky dye job. Marosini adds, there's also a repeated cycle with trends wherein a celebrity will try a style often considered unpopular, and then it becomes a subversively cool look. And more people do it. Crocs are another good example of this. Unlike the divisive shoe, this hair color is genetic for many people. Like big lips, tan skin, and curvy figures, there's always going to be a pushback when naturally occurring features are heralded as a newly fashionable trend. Oh, really? You don't say! When I posted a picture of my teenage diary entry in an Instagram carousel with my new look, possible hate crime, sorry, my actual ginger friend essentially approached me to say, my culture is not a costume. That is, I would like to tell them, I would like to meet their friend and shake their friend's hand. No, not actually. I would not like to meet their friend's hand. Or I would not like to meet their friend and shake their hand. But I just want to say, good job to that individual, whoever approached Kimmy and told them that. Good job. My actual ginger friend. Can you imagine saying my actual ginger friend essentially approached me to say, anyway, my culture's not a costume. It makes sense that people who were ostracized for being ginger in their early years might find the sudden celebration of the look, in quotes, triggering. Oh, you don't say! As one clinical psychologist tells ID, there aren't any current ONS stats to quantify whether having red hair puts you at a risk hate crime-wise, but it's clearly a sore subject for many. You don't say! You don't fucking say, clinical psychologist! It is a fucking hate crime, you morons! It is a hate crime! If many... I'm so ridiculously offended. This is the most offended I've been in so many years. I'm not kidding. And I'm saying this legit. This might even trump Harold Balder. This is the most offended I think I've been in a long time. There aren't any ONS stats to quantify whether having red hair puts you at risk hate crime-wise. And then the next sentence, but it's clearly a sore subject for, what's that word? Many people. Well, that might give you a kind of a fucking hint. It is a fucking hate crime. And it can't be quantified because it's a sore subject for many. And if any redhead person talks out about it or speaks out, they're laughed at. Oh, you're ginger people. Oh, that's not racism. Oh, that's not racism. It's fucking racism. It is a hate crime. Red is one of the rarest natural hair colors in the world and is historically linked. You know, honestly, can I say that this article is actually quite interesting? It's like one moment I'm offended, and the next I'm like, you know, because at least Kimmy is bringing up some of the facts about red being you're discriminated against. My culture's not a costume. It makes sense, Kimmy says, that people who were ostracized for being ginger in their early years might find the sudden celebration of the look triggering. Kimmy, good job, Kimmy. I like that part. That part right there, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at that part right there. That's actually great. And I appreciate you writing that. It's clearly a sore subject for me. Yeah, rightfully fucking so. Red is one of the rarest natural hair colors in the world. And I like that she wrote this. And is historically linked to outcasts and rebellion, says Anne Catherine Avray, executive editor of Beauty Streams. For centuries, it was associated with witchcraft, and according to Artsy, artists from Sandro Botticelli to Dante Gabriel Rossetti used red hair to suggest promiscuity, sensuality, deviousness, and above all, otherness for centuries. And yet we're seen as not another race? Red hair was literally painted to signify otherness, and we're not seen as a different race? What the fuck are you on? Are you on crack? Are you all smoking what Hunter's smoking? What the fuck is wrong with you people? How are you this dense? How do you not recognize that we are not white? When it's right in front of you, right in front of your face. You're still like, gingers are white people. You're fucking morons. Gingers are white. No, we're not, actually. Pardon me for the comment. Pardon me for the Hunter comment. That was a stupid comment. An addiction is sad. It's no joke. I'm just annoyed. I just accidentally coughed up a booger from laughing so hard. Really? You find this funny? Drop a 111 in the live chat if you have laughed during this stream. At all. Because finding any of this funny is that's offensive to me as well. You should not be laughing at this stream. Or me. Or this subject. It's incredibly sad. Someone in the live chat says it's actually true. People in the medieval era did think that gingers were witches. Well, racist. And above all, otherness. Redhead was used to suggest otherness for centuries. Maybe in some way I'm culturally appropriating an oppressed group. Kimmy, I don't understand you. Because one moment I'm upset with you, and now you're saying you're calling yourself out. But are you calling yourself out to cover your own ass? Pardon my language. Let me not say cover your own ass. Are you calling yourself out and showing some self-awareness, which I do appreciate, by the way, Kimmy? But are you doing this you know, are you saying this to protect yourself from being canceled by me and others? I don't want to cancel you. I don't want to cancel anyone. But I do want you to be aware, to be made aware of this being offensive. And I want Kimmy to understand. You cannot become a ginger. You understand? I'm not a bad guy. I'm not a bad person. I'm an understanding individual. And I am absolutely able to forgive Kimmy for her offensive comments. They seem unintentionally offensive. She does not seem to be intentionally trying to attack ginger people like myself. She does not seem that way. It doesn't read that way to me. So I'm not going to be attacking her to any degree. But I do want to approach Kimmy on Twitter, and I will today after this is over. Trust me, I will be. You can look out for that tweet. In fact, before the stream is over, I will tweet the tweet on Twitter. On stream I will publicly type the tweet out. Maybe. And I'll link it in the live chat. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know if I will. Because I might want to take my time writing this tweet and really like putting together a decent tweet for her. Because she's an author. She writes articles and stuff. She's a journalist, I think. I don't know. So I want to put together something where she can understand my frustration in a clear and concise way. She needs to be made aware that she's being offensive, you know? Let's continue reading. I like what she says here. She goes, maybe in some way I'm culturally appropriating an oppressed group, ? Well, you are. You are, Kimmy. You are doing that. That's the answer. Not maybe. You are. Or maybe I'm, in quotes, ginger fishing, ? Ultimately, I just want to be accepted by my flame-haired brethren. The Black Ginger Alliance is growing, and I think we're stronger together. I'm not mad at that comment. Certainly not. I love that comment. In fact, I love that comment. I have for many years, and this is on record. This is on my channel. I can find YouTube videos from 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago. For many years ago, I have always spoken glowingly of black people. I love black people, and I understand. I don't understand the struggle that they've gone through. I understand that they have gone through a lot, and it's awful the things that they have had to go through. And fortunately, they are being put in more positions of power. And slowly, hopefully, surely, the system will change and become more equal for all people, regardless of your skin color or your background or your ethnicity. Like I said, I want equality for all people. I love black people. That being said, my culture is also not your costume. Ginger people are their own race. Ginger people are a race. And I think the Black Ginger Alliance could be incredible. I think it would be amazing. I have spoken in the past about black people and ginger people kind of being in a similar position sometimes. I don't know how to phrase that. I've said it more clearly in the past. I think I spoke about it in my apology to slavery video, where I even mentioned that I'm not white. I know I'm not white, but I have family that's white, and I wanted to make an official apology for slavery and things like that. And for slavery. I mean, obviously everyone should apologize for slavery, but like the point is, somebody needed to step up and say something. But that video is some of my older videos I look back on and I'm like, you could have said that way better. You could have phrased this way better. That this comes across as slightly maybe problematic, even though I didn't mean it that way. I've never ever meant to be problematic in any way, because I come from a background of being picked on and from experiencing racism for being ginger, from very young all the way up to adulthood, and I've had to experience things that other people have no idea. I've had to navigate situations that nobody has any idea what I've gone through in terms of internet fame and the levels that I had hit in my earlier years on YouTube. When I first came to YouTube, it was insane, y'all. You have no idea. This isn't me even humble bragging. This isn't some kind of weird backhanded. I'm saying it was stressful. I've had to go through some really weird situations, and because of my race, because I'm ginger, and people attack me online and offline, even to this day. Some of my videos still get comments. I get little notifications on my phone, and these are awful comments on my ginger videos still. People are too stupid to look at the date. It was uploaded 12. In 2 days, it'll be 13 years. Some people comment and act like I just uploaded it. They're so stupid. They don't know how old the video is. But anyway, it's just, I love black people, and I want the best for black people, and I think that there's a bit of a kindred spirit. That's a good way of putting it. I see a bit of I think that there's a bit of a kindred spirit with gingers and black people. So obviously we're not black, obviously, and that's not what I'm saying. And I know that we have had different experiences, different struggles, different kinds of struggles. It's all unfortunate that anyone's had to struggle, anyone at all. Humanity has not been the most fair to some of us. including ginger people, and I like that she wrote that. I like that she wrote the Black Ginger Alliance is growing, and I think we're stronger together. And I would agree with that, Kimmy. And this comment, this sentence alone makes me like the article more. This, so far, from here, let's continue reading. We're only halfway down. But so far, I want to say, Kimmy, some of this article has been very offensive. Some of your choices, some of your wording, the way you've worded some things has been offensive to me. But when you say things like, maybe in some way I'm culturally appropriating an oppressed group, or maybe I'm ginger fishing, ultimately I just want to be accepted by my flame-haired brethren, the Black Ginger Alliance is growing and I think we're stronger together. When you say things like that, when you're starting to lose me, you reel me back in. You're like, oh, okay. I'm like, okay. All right. Kim? Maybe, Kimmy, you're not that, maybe this isn't that bad. Maybe your article is actually in some roundabout way highlighting ginger erasure and ginger problematic behavior towards ginger people. The fact that, well, you say the Black Ginger Alliance is growing and I think we're stronger together, that would insinuate that are you referring to yourself as a black person? Well, if that's the case, it is wonderful that a fellow person of color, that a black person would stand up for ginger people and say that possibly dyeing your hair ginger and calling yourself ginger, that you are saying that it is possibly culturally appropriating an oppressed group. You are recognizing that gingers are an oppressed group. Saying things like ginger fishing. I appreciate you, Kimmy. So as I say this right now, I'm rethinking my stance on the article. In the moment, as I say this, as I'm talking right now, you're seeing this live, I am starting to like the article a bit more. That being said, you can't become ginger. Just like I cannot become black. Obviously. That's... what? No one can become a ginger. They have to be born ginger. You understand what I'm saying? It's a different background. It's a different race. We're not white. Anyway, I want to say right now I'm starting to appreciate the article. There are parts of this I like and parts that I don't like. It's very polarizing. But I'm starting to like this, though. I will say I'm starting to lean more on the side of I like the article. I'm starting to lean on that side now. And here's an example of a racist. And here's an example of a racist. Here's an example of a racist. Stupid. This is not funny. This is not funny.
We should not allow gingers to reproduce. We should then load them onto a train and blow a filthy Ringus head off. The world would be a much better place if we exterminated every filthy Ringa cunt.
You think this is funny?
Daddy.
That's racist. So orange is the new black or orange is the new black? What are you talking about, Boobzuka? Shut the fuck up. Oh, gosh. I am going to be reaching out to Kimmy. Regardless of if I end up liking this more than I don't like it. What? Wait, is that my Twitch? Like, I haven't streamed on Twitch in like a long time. In months. I appreciate the follow though, whatever, Saltic something. Excuse me! Alright, let's go back to the article. I'm not gonna put up with this.
ASMR, you wake up in a darkened room with your wrists cuffed to the bed frame.
Oh my God.
You suddenly feel Copper Daddy's smoldering lips kissing up and down your virgin body as his greasy fingers leave indents on your skin, his labored breath filling your ears.
What are you talking about?
It's been a year, Daddy. I really miss you.
Shit.
Mommy says you went to the store to get milk. Anyways, I'm failing all my classes, and Mommy hits me very frequently, and she changed my name to Tickle Tipson. Anyways, Daddy, I forgive you for abusing me.
fanboy, you know that it's true. I'll be shaking my ass on cam in my room, making all this bread so I can pay all my bills. If you can make 5K, you do it too.
I'm waiting. I'm not doing this today. I'm not playing your game today. I'm not. I'm too heated about this article and just in general. I found her tweet, or their tweet, Kimmy. Do they have their pronouns in their bio? I'd like to know what their pronouns are. Well, whatever. Anyway, Kimmy Alamoru said she wrote about, or they wrote about my gingerification. I've never even, what is gingerification? And changing attitudes towards red hair for Vice. I have sensed a shift, says Adam, whatever. Loving this, says Dove, the official Dove Twitter account, brand account you can see right here. It's a square profile picture. Loving this tweet. I need to find out what companies, should I boycott Dove? I don't know. I'm going to finish reading the article, then we'll see. This is not fair towards my people. This is not fair. Bilbo T-Baggins, loss is horrible. You can be a 9-to-5, famous, or a YouTube personality. Loss is loss, and you will always have my deepest condolences from Emal. From what I gathered, she was a saint, hard-working, helped raise you as her own salt-of-the-earth generation. Meemaw was incredible. She's a legend. She'll always be a legend. Legends never die. Meemaw is amazing. Was amazing and is amazing. Her memory is amazing. And I appreciate all the condolences from people. I appreciate the kind words, by the way. Thanks for the nice comment, Bilbo T-Baggins. Copper's Left Testicle donated 2. Can you paint some Flex Seal over your mouth to silence the ridiculous babble out of your white I'm not fucking white. I'm not going to finish reading your comment. Go fuck yourself. Cameron Walker donated 2 and said, I have to suffer. I too, says Cameron Walker, I too have suffered bullying as a young boy. I was a brainy fat kid. Now I'm the brainy fat guy. Unlike you, I'm brainy. That and I have hair on my hair. What? I will like to kiss Aubrey on this day of kissing gingers, but I realize now I wish to become a ginger. You can't become a ginger. No one in the live chat can say they are going to become a ginger. You cannot become a ginger. Do not say that you're going to become a ginger because that's going to offend me.
Bitch, I'm a cock.
Seriously, stop interrupting me! Photoshop, stop!
I don't wanna suck. Bitch, I'm a cock.
Let's go back to the fucking article. I'm gonna be quote tweeting this. I'm gonna quote tweet. I will quote tweet this. And I'm gonna be. I'm gonna have a word, a few words to tweet. Or I'm gonna have a tweet ready. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna write a really well, clear, concise tweet response for this article, and I'm gonna tag Dove possibly. And I'm gonna say I would really appreciate y'all apologizing, or I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, Kimmy says here, which I like, maybe in some way I'm culturally appropriating an oppressed group. Or maybe I'm ginger fishing. Ultimately, I just want to be accepted by my flame-haired brethren. The Black Ginger Alliance is growing. And I think we're stronger together. I agree with that. Not content with already sitting... But hold on, let me say something real quick, though. I agree with Kimmy here that the Black Ginger Alliance is growing. I think it is. And I agree that we're stronger together, for sure. But I wanna make this clear here, though. Okay, that being said, I still don't want anyone culturally appropriating my people. You understand what I'm saying? Ginger people need to come together as well. That being said, I would love, and I absolutely support a Black Ginger Alliance. Like Kimmy seems to suggest is growing here in the article. I love that idea. I have always loved that idea. I love Black people. And I love ginger people, okay? I love my people, gingers. You know, gingers are not white. Unfortunately, a lot of ginger people seem to think that they're white. And that's one of the main things that I've been trying to push against for, 13 years in 2 days. A decade and 3 years. A decade and then some. 13 years. A teenager. 13 years. I have been trying to push the point and drive the point home that gingers are not white. We are a different race. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know why gingers would want to be white. Like, gingers are ginger. There's nothing wrong with white people. I'm not racist towards white people. I'm not. A lot of people have tried to say, you're racist towards white people. No, I'm not. I'm not. I love ginger people, too. And I think that, and they're my people, and I have experienced things that white people have not experienced. Ginger people have a different experience growing up than white people. Hollywood representation of gingers, obviously, as you've seen lately. But in general, growing up, you're the one who is either, for some fucking reason, the bully or the bullied. You're not the leading character. You're not Harry Potter. You're Ron Weasley. You're the dope. You're the goofy one. You're the comedic. You know, you're the played for comedy character, like a clown. You know what I mean? Anyway, you're the bully from A Christmas Story. I'm pretty sure, wasn't he a redhead? I don't know if he was a redhead or not. Disregard that last comment, but it's goofy. Anyway, let's continue reading the article. Not content with already sitting at multiple axes of oppression, it's become the experimental shade du jour. With Sierra, Masai Martin, ZZ Mills, Indaya Pollock, Patricia Bright, and other black celebrities who've all trialed the look lately. So she's saying that a bunch of black celebrities are trying out the ginger look. I don't think that Kimmy is racist towards ginger people. I think that this is coming from not a place of hate. I don't know, Kimmy. It could be, but I don't think so. But I will say that this is offensive. If the roles were reversed here, and I don't even really want to say this because it sounds problematic, and I don't want to sound this way, but if the roles were reversed, would this not reek of racism? If ginger people were doing this with black people, that would be racist. And it would be wrong. That would be wrong. Because it is wrong. You're not supposed to culturally appropriate black people. That's wrong. It's racist. That's pain. That's hurtful and offensive and wrong. And not a good thing to do. It's mean. Ginger people, as you say earlier in your article, right here, maybe in some way I'm culturally appropriating an oppressed group. Ginger people are an oppressed group, Kimmy. We are. You're almost right there. You're right there. You're arriving to the right conclusion. But you're not saying it. You know what I mean? Why? Why is that? Maybe in some way. No. Not maybe in some way. Take out this part right here. I'm culturally appropriating an oppressed group, and change that question mark to a period. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. It's hypocritical. It's hypocritical. It is. It is hypocritical. And I don't like to say that, but because like I said, I have absolutely no problem with any race. But it reeks of hypocrisy for a group of people, any group, it could be black, white, whatever. Asian, doesn't matter. Spanish. If you're going to protest cultural appropriation, but then in the next breath write an article. I'm not saying that that's you. I'm just saying in general, people. And then culturally appropriate ginger people. What is happening here? Is anyone not... Why is no one aware of the hypocrisy? How is this not clear as day? How is this not obvious? This is obviously hypocrisy. This is... It is cultural appropriation. To dye your hair red and to call yourself ginger? What in the fuck? What if a white person or what if somebody, did blackface and then they said that they went from not liking black people to becoming a black person? That would be racist and wrong. That would be terrible and offensive. I would be offended at that. I would be so upset with that. I'm like, who the fuck are you? What are you doing, you racist piece of shit? Like, and that would be rightfully fucking wrong. That would not be good. You understand what I'm saying? Like, and I hate to even say that and like bring that up like that because it sounds problematic. I don't like to. I don't want to say that, but it's like this is hypocrisy. It is. And I love all people, but this is hypocrisy. No buts. I'm just saying this is hypocrisy. Black celebrities who have all tried to look lately. It's not a look. Ginger people are not a look. I can't stand racists. And I'm not saying that Kimmy's racist. I'm just saying this is obviously I don't think Kimmy is racist. But I need to make this very clear is that I'm not racist. Obviously I'm not. I love all people. I'm just upset because like Kimmy is doing a good job talking about how she could be appropriating a ginger culture, an oppressed group, because we are oppressed. Maybe ginger fishing. That seems like almost like a comedy. Like I'm ginger fishing because black fishing is the thing. I know Ariana Grande gets accused of it a lot because she gets really dark tans and stuff and does her hair a certain way and presents a certain way, kind of more I don't want to say urban-esque or hip-hop-esque, just I know that Ariana, I don't have any problem with Ariana Grande as a person. I know that she gets accused of Asian fishing, black fishing. I know what I'm saying is I know what that means, ginger fishing. I know what she means by ginger fishing. I don't know if she's being funny or they're being funny. I don't know their pronouns or not. I don't know. See, I'm trying to be respectful. It's offensive. Anyway, let's continue reading. No Signal radio host Victory Sanu Goodness explains how her view of ginger hair has shifted since her teen years. When it felt like a no-go zone, it definitely wasn't a desirable color to me back then because I wouldn't have thought black people could be ginger. It wouldn't have even crossed my mind, she says. Similarly to me, Sanu Goodness changed up her look because she wasn't, in quotes, super depressed. Or because she was, in quotes, super depressed, and that's sad. Depression is, that's not good. That's terrible. And in need of a vibe shift. Well, I mean, if having red hair helps you be happy, then you know what? I'm not mad at that, okay? If it makes you less depressed, that's cool. Just, it's problematic to call yourself ginger, okay? I think that that's really the point that's offensive to me in this article. A lot of the stuff is like, whatever. But when you imply that you can become ginger, that is where you cross the line. So I have come to the conclusion of kind of the angle that I'm going to approach Kimmy with when I tweet her on Twitter earlier or later today. I need to drive that point home, is that you can't become a ginger person. That is offensive. To imply that one can become a ginger just by dyeing their hair, that is cultural appropriation. That actually is very offensive and upsetting. There are people that go through all kinds of things because of the color of their hair growing up, have gone through terrible things like being burned, like being spat on, like is mentioned, like Kimmy here mentioned, referenced the article with the person who became the first ginger, whatever, you know, beauty queen in England or whatever, and then they talked about being spat on and literally burned. I mean, there are things that people go through because of their race, because of being ginger, and it just seems offensive. Like the idea that someone thinks that they can just become ginger by dyeing their hair. That's offensive. That is very, very deeply hurtful and offensive, and that is terrible. You can't do that. You can't just become a ginger. You can dye your hair red, which I still think is kind of problematic. But you, like, and like the way you introduced your article, Kimmy, I went from picking on redheads and making, or something, or she said something like making fun of them, to being a ginger. I used to pick on gingers, now I am one. No, you can't do that. You can't say that. That's not, you don't, that is not, ugh, gosh, that is not right. That is so gross. That sentence is so fucking gross. Anyway, whatever. This crabby boy said I wasn't his type anymore, so I thought I'd show him by becoming ginger. I wanted to shock everyone and be a new person. It worked. Her scarlet-haired revamp had strangers stop her in the street saying she looked good. Well, of course, because red hair is awesome. For others, like 23-year-old Ogo Oluleye, whatever, who works in PR, it was also a rebellion against what hair is deemed appropriate for black women. I mean, that's kind of cool. In school, black girls would get in trouble if our hair wasn't considered, in quotes, natural. She says, I made a vow to experiment with every color before I got into the corporate world and had to be taken seriously. Is that implying red hair is not taken seriously? Anyway, there are many great gingers who have seriously contributed to popular culture. Elton John, the Weasleys, Chucky from Rugrats, that guy from Simply Red, that guy from Simply Red. I'm honored to sit in such good company. Whether the latest rise is a fuck you to archaic beauty standards or a nod to rarity and a statement about individuality, I'm glad gingers are experiencing a sexy renaissance. And what it seems to imply is that they are experiencing a sexy renaissance because you and other people who aren't ginger are deciding that gingers are beautiful now, and we're gonna become gingers. This is total cultural appropriation! And the vibe of this article, the stench, it reeks of racism towards, not racism, well, it is, it is racist to imply that you can become a ginger and, like, suddenly gingers are beautiful now. I mean, that seems racist. Anyway. Okay, the article's not racist, but it is problematic, it is offensive, and it is cultural appropriation. It is 150%, 100% cultural appropriation. And in the live chat, someone says she is fetishizing gingers. Well put. Even though I don't like a person being a rotten egg, like that person in the live chat, but Salt Bunny says prejudice. I mean, Super Killer Carter in the live chat says these representations don't seem very serious or faithful. What do you mean? Or Elton John, whatever. But the Weasleys? What do you mean? These don't seem serious. I mean, she said Chucky from Rugrats and that guy, in quotes, from Simply Red. I'm honored to sit in such good company as Chucky from Rugrats and that guy from Simply Red. Doesn't even know the name. Oh, she doesn't seem serious to you? What do you mean? I'm being sarcastic. This is fucking ridiculous. And of course, Dove says, love it. I need to take it. I need to, honestly, I'm very upset and I'm offended. And I need to step away. I'm going to step away because I'm offended right now and I need to. So why can men be women but you can't become a ginger? Shut the fuck up. Stop comparing transgender to race and stuff. It's not the same thing. You're a fucking idiot. Does objectifying gingers count? Ranga hopes are my absolutely favorite. I'm fucking done. No, piss off! Fuck you!